We outside. Welcome to the channel. As someone who has had beautiful, otherworldly encounters with animals, with spirit, with people, with synchronized messages and interactions, sometimes it can feel overwhelming. It can feel a little scary when we are met with messages and things, animals, people, places, things, entities, energies that cannot be explained by the human mind, by the thought processes that we have been trained with. It just can't be explained. Science can't explain it. It can feel overwhelming sometimes to realize that there is energy, there is something larger and outside of ourselves, and most times invisible to the physical eyes, that exists, that is at play, that is moving, that we're in this somewhat of a movie, and there's a whole production happening behind the scenes that we don't get to see. It reminds me of that movie, The Truman Show, when he doesn't realize that he's being recorded, that his life is a reality TV show, and that everything is being set up and everything is being orchestrated by these entities that he didn't know existed. And when he starts to see things that makes him question what is happening, at first he questions himself. He feels a little crazy. Like, is this real? So he does things to test. He does things that forces the entities around him to somewhat show their hand. And sometimes we do that with God, with the universe. We are given signs, we are given all these messages, and then we want more signs and messages because we just struggle to believe that it's real. It's not us that's struggling, it's our mind. Because our minds, our thoughts, just make shit up. It has its own narrative, it has its own story, it has its own agenda. And things that are considered supernatural or extraordinary, the mind has a hard time adding it to the story. The ego struggles with making it make sense. So we sometimes resist it or push it away. Or we dismiss our experiences, or we dismiss the experiences of others because it doesn't fit with the thoughts narrative, with the stories that we tell ourselves. Imagine if we all accepted and fully understood that our minds, our thoughts just makes shit up. Our brain is like a supercomputer that gathers information and then tells us stories that may not be 100% factual. Imagine if we accepted that. Imagine if everything that we did in life, that we factored that knowingness of the way our brain and our mind and our thoughts work in. how spiritually tapped in and connected to the universe, to God, that we would be able to be. Because we would be so much more accepting of the signs and synchronicities and messages. We will be so much more accepting when the animals speak to us. And when I say speak to us, I don't mean in words, but speak to us through their behaviors and actions and the way they choose to interact with us. They are messengers. Deers are extremely psychic and tapped in. For example, the squirrels communicate to the deers danger through psychic telepathy. I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. These are the things that I believe are true, because I accept the experiences that I've had and the interactions that I've had with animals, with spirit, with the ancestors on my own spiritual journey. I accept what I have seen, what I have felt. It's a choice. We get to choose. So you can choose to discern through what you hear and recognize whether it's your intuition or your ego. And if it's your intuition, you can choose to trust it. And the more you choose to trust it, the stronger it becomes. The more discerning it becomes. The more you're able to recognize when it's your ego, when it's your mind, your thoughts, or whether it's that ancestral, deep knowing that comes from the experiences that we've had with and as our ancestors. I wanted to say, I hope that makes sense, but I know that it will for those who trust and know. So do not dismiss the signs that God, that the universe, that your ancestors send to you. Do your best to trust, to have faith, to trust in your knowing. Pray about it, meditate about it. Go in nature, walk about it. So I know that that message will find all those who it is meant for. Thank you for joining me on this journey, on this channel. Please like if that resonates with you. Comment your experience, something uplifting, and encourage others. Be the light that you know that you are in this world and that you have the potential to be. And if you are already subscribed, I thank you. And if you are not subscribed, I kindly ask that you do, especially if you've made it to this point, because you're ready. There's a part of you that's ready for these types of messages. So go ahead and subscribe. And as always, take care.